this lovely Father's Day Sunday, let's do some father stuff, which is, as you can see, phase 3 of turning the garage into a workshop. As you can see, guys, we are progressing, which is a good thing. Slow steps, but we're actually moving. What have we accomplished from last time? The backside is starting to get clearer and clearer. There is way more stuff to go ahead through, and we will do that today. Hopefully, we'll manage to get it almost finished, because actually, yesterday, which was a Saturday, turned out to be very productive, and I'll tell you why in just a sec. So as I've mentioned to you before about the Harley-Davidson, I would really like to be able to assess its actual condition. And what I mean by that is see if it runs properly, which I've fired it up, but I haven't done any movement with it yet because I'm afraid of the condition of the back brakes. Let me remind you, as you can see, the brakes on this bike are nothing too special. The front one is intact, but the rear one has got a part missing, which I would not love to drive this nowhere because I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to stop. Trying to figure out this situation led me ringing up different motorbike shops in my area. Trying a few yesterday, they've responded, but saying that because this motorbike has an imperial size fixings, they will not be able to help me because they're more like locals brands and European in total. They would be able to find me parts for European bikes, but not for an American brand, which is a problem of mine. But to be fair, they managed to redirect me to the right place. And I rang them up yesterday and I went to Matchbox Customs, which is just 20 minutes away from me. And they're a Harley specialist, which will be able to source all sorts of parts for me whilst I'm going through my restoration. They could even help me out with a little bit of paintwork and some other items, but I will tell you about that in the future, once we start working on the actual bike itself. But for the time being, I've managed to go over there, met with Matt, who's the owner, and purchased the bolt that I'm missing in the backside. Because I said to him what my idea was about the bike. I even showed him a few pictures and a little bit of a preview, what is in my head, at least. I've got it in a couple of concept arts, what I want the bike to look at the finished stage, but he managed to source out the part for me. We've ordered it, and hopefully next weekend I'll be putting all that together, regulating the brakes, and we could probably have a little spin around to see if the clutch works correctly, to see if there's any other clanks or noises that I'm supposed to be hearing or I am not supposed to be hearing, but they're there, just to sort of assess the initial stage of the bike. Afterwards, we will be getting to the actual stripping of the bike, which means I'll need to get a jack to place it in here, a correct jack, not the 3-ton jack that I've got back there because that's for my vehicles. A correct motorbike jack so we can lift it up, strap it up, and I'll be able to work around it. And we're going to start with taking off different elements like handlebars. We're going to take the fuel tank out, covers, all sorts of little elements so we can start stripping the frame a little bit so we can get to the main components which are interesting for us. I've also explained them about the flashing and some other electrical stuff that I've noticed on the bike, but let's not give you all the information now and leave you thinking, how are we going to approach? And will that be the person that I will go to whenever I need some information on how to work on the Harley? Because he's got way more experience, he's got his own workshop, he's worked on plenty of bikes for the last 10 years. So I believe it'll be really helpful if I touch base with him every now and then for some ideas how to approach my one. But in the meantime, we'll have to deal with the last section, hopefully, fingers crossed, the last section of the garage, because I need to make everything clear before I actually start stripping. And to be fair, I would like to leave these 2 shelves for the parts that come off the bike. I'll have to take plenty of pictures and maybe write on some items, maybe little organizing bags and stuff like that. I've seen people going crazy putting every individual bolt. I've got an idea how am I going to approach that. But this is going to be something that I will decide as we go. At the time being, Father's Day tasks, let's sort out the garage. Hopefully, one last time. Some lovely 90s beats to accompany. As we've gone through some of this stuff, we will be getting closer. I still have some more boxes that I can use to organize whatever is left in the different areas. But there is one more thing I realized I forgot last time, and there's a bag just there, which we need to go through. Afterwards, we're going to give our attention to this little thing, which I will show you what's meant to do. It's not only me who's busy over the weekend. Or hear that, what is that in there? My neighbor has the sickest BMW I've seen. I believe he goes and races with it somewhere. He's pulled it out. I'm gonna show it. I haven't asked him, but very nice. He gives a lot of attention to it. Almost every weekend, washed, perfect condition. Yeah, perfect. Hopefully I get to that stage with the bike, you know, where I'm just going to wash it up and then enjoy it. It'll come in time. Let's get that chair down here. This is what I mean when I say this box is halfway full, but it's heavy. So I won't be able to lift that anywhere. That'll stay here so we can organize it in the relative places. But we need to go through this. We need to get through these bags. Wire wheels, we'll need to go somewhere. Ratchets for the bike, of course. I need some of that. Cable ties, where did I leave the cable ties? Here's my black bag, 9-inch blades. Helpful, but need to go in the right place. Look at that, like new. I think we won't have a problem with this now. All cleaned up, ready to take its spot, which is right in the front there after the generator moves away. But for the time being, it's gonna stay outside. It's time for this thing. Let's open it up. Have a look at this in just a second. Forgot to put this thing. There we go. This on this side. The sandwich on the other side. Got that little thing on the outside. This. 2 spare bolts, I believe. Because that's what we're left with. 2. Let's tighten up the whole thing now. Let's see. Has this been a waste of money or not? I hate these keys. I hate them, but at the minute I do not have the time or the luxury of time to take out my ones. I'm gonna have to use this one. I've got so many over the years from different stupid little things. It's nice when they send them across though, because if you don't have your own tools, you can build your thing regardless. But I'm not a big fan. Okay, what do you think then? Is this a waste of money? Looks flimsy as hell, but I really hope once it gets on the wall, it'll take quite a bit of the tools on it. Let's see how that's gonna work out. Our intention is to put it up here. So we might have to move some of these. Let's see how's that gonna work out. Maybe we'll tie it up there for the moment. And if I can put it in here, it should work out. I'll have to reorganize this a little bit though. Right, let's see it. This is my intention. I'm really hoping when we start getting the door closed, it's far away. It'll work. Maybe it's possible to move it a little bit closer this way. Maybe. We'll have all the bits hanging in here. And then a few things on the top. What do you think? Let's get a little level first. And then pencil, because I just have to think that I'll have to make a box for this compressor at one point in time because it's a bit too noisy. Shall I go this way or like that? I'm not entirely sure what I want to do. If it's here, it's closer to the back of the door, gives us still a little bit of room in the front if you want to put something, or if you want to lift the whole transformer we got there, arrange the cables a little bit better. I think this is going to be our spot. Yeah, I would say so. Thing now is to try and get a mark on these. That's it. Okay, we got nice and thick screws. Actually, they're not really bad. big plugs. We'll have to see though what's in the back here, because it's really possible there's only one skin of plasterboard. Cheap garage. Shall we go for a 6mm drill bit to see what's happening around the back here? It's only plasterboard for the minute. Quite a bit of plasterboard in there. I would say 2 skins, not bad. Let's see if that will fit. No, 8. Let's try. This should fit now, like a charm to go. Big hole in the back there. Really hoping this works, because if it don't, we're gonna have a problem. How is that meant to hold so much weight? I don't know. That's what it says it does, so let's give it a try. Absolute idiot. Build the whole thing upside down. Let's quickly shift it around. Is that gonna hold? Haha! Looks very good. Let's see how long is it gonna last. Let's just check if it's still level or not. Yeah, it is level. When we load it up, it will be. Tighten it the right way around this time. I have a feeling these ones are not gonna hold a lot. It feels stable though. I'm gonna have to try. So it's time to load up this rack and see how this is gonna work. This is a little bit thicker. I'm gonna go. But we can put it up in here. Where's the other drill? We can actually have a few chargers on there as well for the main things. I think we might have to put a bit of support there. I think it's turning out very, very well. Let me show you. We have to take a shot at this front area here, just because it was getting a bit too overcrowded. Generator tucked nicely in there. Transformer, compressor. We'll have to work on the box that's gonna be happening for that compressor, but the machine is nice and neat here now. Look at that room. Look at all that room. Now the back's gonna be empty. I can start shuffling all the stuff that I've got space for in there, all them bits as well, organize it. And I've got a few more things on the outside, as you can see, but it's getting there. Cable management time. I can get used to this. I need something. No need to open boxes. Where are my sticky bits? Ideally, we would not want this to hang. So this is a very good position, I would say. The door can close. Casablanca. And we're gonna put one in here, just so it's neat. Maybe 2. We need to get this down so we can get the cable for the lights looking nice and neat. Okay, with that section out of the way, we start putting stuff back on the shelves, which is not a lot of. Let's go. Both of my trays will fit in there. So let's start putting stuff that we do not require that often. Actually, why don't we put some rags in some of these? Right, these cases now are not that full, which means they are not that heavy. And they can go to places because they fit perfect. What do we got here? It's gonna stay like that for the minute. I'm gonna move this case all the way to the back here. Or maybe we can put it in the front. Caravan item. Let's put that back away. What can we put down at the bottom that we're not gonna use so often in any of these? Actually, where did I put that bag? She's coming again. Okay, this is not gonna continue as I thought it was. Yes, we're gonna have to stop organizing for today and go inside and give some attention to the kids. Unfortunately, this is the stage we managed to reach to. We're gonna continue next time. Stay tuned with the Caravan Doctor.